Have you ever noticed how confidently you can speak English in conversation? But the moment you have to report what someone said, you hesitate. You start thinking about tenses, pronouns, quotation marks, and suddenly something that felt simple becomes confusing. Hello, I'm Reena Makhijani, and I've been an English trainer for more than 40 years. I work with students as well as professionals, helping them improve their spoken English, public speaking, professional communication, and overall confidence. On my channel, eClub, I focus on practical English, English that works in real conversations, meetings, interviews, and daily communication. In today's lesson, we are going to explore direct and indirect speech in real life, and we will transform conversations with confidence. Let us begin. Direct speech is very simple. It reports the exact words someone said using quotation marks. For example, he said, "I'm not coming today." She said, "I'm really tired today." In direct speech, we capture the speaker's exact words. Direct speech preserves original voice. Direct speech uses quotation marks to show the exact words spoken. It maintains the original tense and pronouns. It includes speaker attribution such as said, asked, or replied. For example, your manager says, "I will call you tomorrow." The tense remains the same. The pronouns remain the same. The sentence stays exactly as spoken. Direct speech is very common in storytelling, interviews, conversations, and emotional moments. You are quoting someone word for word. Indirect speech reports what someone said without using the exact words. Indirect speech is what we use most of the time in daily life. It is when you report what someone said, but you don't repeat the exact words. Instead, you focus on the meaning, the message, the context. In indirect speech, we remove quotation marks and adjust the grammar. For example, direct. She said, "I will call you." Indirect speech, she said that she would call. Now notice that the quotation marks have been removed and the tense shifts from will to would. Indirect speech shifts perspective and time. In indirect speech, quotation marks are removed. The tense shifts backward in time. Pronouns change to match the reporter's perspective. Time expressions adjust, such as today becoming that day or tomorrow becoming the next day. Let's understand this with the help of an example. He said, "I will call you tomorrow." He said he would call me the next day. You can see how perspective and time both shift. When reporting future statements, will changes to would. Let's look at another example. Direct speech. "I will help you." Indirect. She said she would help me. This happens because reporting takes place after the original statement. There is a time shift. The future moment is reported later. Let us look at some more examples. Direct speech. Tom said, I will attend the meeting. Now let's change this into indirect speech. Tom said he would attend the meeting. Another example of direct speech. We will launch the product next month. Indirect speech. They said they would launch the product the following month. When shifting reported future into past perspective, we use would. We also maintain tense consistency and adjust time expressions wherever needed. Future promises transform with would. Let's look at an example. Direct. She said, I will call you later. Indirect speech. She said she would call me later. You will note that the certainty and commitment remain the same. Only the tense shifts to reflect the reporting time. The original utterance was, I will call you later. But in reported speech, it becomes, she would call. When reporting present statements, the present simple changes to past simple. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Direct speech. I live in Paris. Indirect speech. He said he lived in Paris. The reporting moment happens later than the original speaking moment. So, the timeline moves from now to later. Present continuous becomes past continuous in indirect speech. Let's look at an example and understand this better. Direct. I am working on a new project. Indirect speech. She said she was working on a new project. Another example. Direct speech. They are studying for exams. The indirect will be, he said they were studying for exams. Again, we move from now to later. Present perfect changes to past perfect in reported speech. Let's look at a couple of examples. Direct speech. I have finished my work. Indirect speech. She said she had finished her work. Direct speech. We have lived here for 5 years. Indirect. They said they had lived there for 5 years. The reporting moment comes later. So, the tense shifts backward. In indirect speech, the question word remains, but the word order changes to statement form. For example, direct speech. She asked, where do you live? In indirect speech, she asked where I lived. The question mark disappears and the verb order adjusts to statement form. When and why questions follow statement structure. An example for this is, direct speech, he asked, when will you arrive? Indirect speech, he asked when I would arrive. Another example. Direct speech. Why are you leaving? Indirect speech, she asked why I was leaving. The question word remains, but the structure becomes a statement. What and how questions maintain WH word. Look at an example. Direct speech. What are you doing? Indirect speech. He asked what I was doing. Direct speech. How did you solve the problem? Indirect speech. She asked how I had solved the problem. Again, the question word remains, and the structure shifts into a statement. Now, questions without question words use if or whether in indirect speech. Let's look at an example. Direct speech. Do you speak Spanish? Indirect. He asked if I spoke Spanish. Or he asked whether I spoke Spanish. Past simple questions transform with if or whether. Direct speech. She asked, did you finish the report? The indirect speech will be, she asked if I had finished the report. Here, past simple in the question becomes past perfect in reported speech. Modal questions convert using if, whether. Let's look at this example here. Direct. Can you help me? Indirect. He asked if I could help him. Another example. Direct speech. Will you join us? Indirect speech. She asked whether I would join them. Commands become infinitive structures. Imperative commands transform to told plus person plus to plus verb. Look at this example. Direct. Close the door. Indirect. He told me to close the door. The verb command becomes to plus verb. Negative commands use not to. Negative commands use told plus person plus not to plus verb. Direct speech. Don't be late. Indirect speech. She told me not to be late. Another example. Direct speech. Don't forget your passport. Indirect speech. He told her not to forget her passport. Requests transform with asked to. Polite requests use asked plus person plus to plus verb. Direct speech. Please help me with this. Indirect speech. She asked me to help her with that. Another example. Direct speech. Could you send the files? Indirect speech. He asked if I could send the files. Scientific facts and general truths and permanent realities stay in present tense. For example, direct speech. The teacher said water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Indirect speech. The teacher said that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Universal truths do not change with time. Facts remain facts. Their tense does not change. Permanent truths resist tense shifts. For example, direct. The earth revolves around the sun. Indirect speech. He said that the earth revolves around the sun. Direct. Honesty is the best policy. Indirect speech. She said that honesty is the best policy. Most people struggle with direct and indirect speech because they memorize rules. They don't practice real situations. They translate from their mother tongue. Instead, ask yourself, how would I explain this naturally to someone else? Now, take a moment to transform these sentences. I am learning English. Will you attend the conference? Don't worry about it. Where does he work? Now let's do a quick quiz. We will test your understanding of tense shifts, question transformations, commands, and universal facts. Try to change these sentences into indirect speech. Take a moment and think. Here are some quiz questions. She said, I will visit you tomorrow. He asked, do you like coffee? The teacher said, complete your homework. The scientist said, light travels faster than sound? Let's check the answers. She said, I will visit you tomorrow. She said she would visit me the next day. Here, will changes to would and tomorrow becomes the next day. He asked, do you like coffee? He asked if I liked coffee. A yes-no question uses if and present shifts to past. The teacher said, complete your homework. The teacher told us to complete our homework. A command uses told plus to plus verb. The scientist said, light travels faster than sound. The scientist said that light travels faster than sound. Now this is a universal fact. So the verb remains in present tense, travels. Direct and indirect speech is not just a grammar topic. It is a communication skill. When you master reporting speech accurately, your fluency becomes more structured. Your communication becomes more professional. And your confidence increases naturally. Fluency explains, accuracy convinces. If you found this lesson valuable, subscribe to eClub and continue learning with us. Thank you for learning with us. I'm Reena Makhijani and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.